How many of you here, besides me, have slammed a finger in a car door before? Okay. How many of you here have slammed a finger in a car door twice? Oh, yeah. All the rest of us went to some safety course on how not to slam our fingers in car doors, did we?
You just can't help but listen to him. You know, he's one of those people that he's just so interesting that you find yourself not drifting off.
How many of you folks here besides me have played at least one contact sport? Hockey, football, basketball, lacrosse? Okay, how many of you figured out that the other guy was trying to hurt you? And pretty quickly on in the game too, okay?
He's engaging and, again, passionate and humorous.
All adults think they're safe enough already. Have any of you, for instance, taken safety home to your partner or spouse, and instead of getting thanked for your feedback and advice, you found the reception to be somewhat different? How many of you here have actually been told where to go and what to do with yourself?
Larry encapsulates you right away. You automatically know when he starts speaking, you're going to be interested in what he's saying.
There are really essentially only three sources of unexpected events. Either you do something unexpectedly to get yourself hurt. Well, very unlikely you'd be doing that on purpose, so that'd probably be, error, mistake, misjudgment, miscalculation on your part. The blue area here, the other guy does something unexpectedly to get you hurt. And again, unless you're playing a contact sport or you're involved in some military combat, very unlikely the other guy would be intentionally trying to hurt you either.
He's funny, and he talks about things that make you think.
Essentially, you got the three sources of unexpected. Now, obviously, there are things like acts of God, tidal waves, tsunamis, earthquakes, tidal waves, stuff like that, although, if you don't mind, how many of you folks here have been hurt in an earthquake, tidal wave, tsunami, or volcano? Okay, we got one. That's the first one I've had in 125,000 though, sir. There you go. All right.
The way he speaks and the way he presents the material, it's professional, and he reaches you on any level.
How about this? You shouldn't have been doing what you were doing in the first place. That was very popular in our household. Well, this, on average, is what don't be careful and you shouldn't have been doing what you were doing in the first place produces. It also produces 8,000 fatalities to children in Canada and the United States every year. You hear all about these new exotic drugs, gang violence. Leading cause of death for people 1 to 34 is accidental injury. There are more potential years of life lost due to kids dying accidentally than heart attack, stroke, diabetes, AIDS, and cancer all put together. But you don't hear much about it, do you? It's not like there's parades, walkathons, telethons, run for the cure. I mean, what there is statistically is a casket, quite often a little casket, going into the ground every hour.
I thought he was very charismatic, passionate, and he took it from a personal level.
Can you think of a time you've been hurt, not including sports, when you were thinking about what you were doing and the risk of what you were doing at the instant when you got hurt? How many injuries do you figure we've had in total in this whole room? So let me ask you, what percentage of the time is complacency a contributing factor? Almost 100%. Almost 100% of the time, complacency is a contributing factor.
It's really easy to listen to him and put yourself where he is and learn from what he says.
We go from getting hurt about 20 times a week as little kids to about 20 times a year as adults. From 20 a week to 20 a year is a 5,000% improvement. Now, just to help you with that, I would like you to picture your paycheck with a 5,000% improvement. But it's huge, and this is what I think is the breeding ground for complacency, right there. We have all improved a huge amount from when we were little kids, and it's one of the reasons that all adults think they are safe enough already.